Let's go. Hey, once you get in, it's a wrap.
I know. That's
You ready? Tell me when you're ready. Oh, snap. Ready?
Yeah. I'm not ready. You better stop.
I'm hanging on to you, baby. Woo! 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 Let's try. Oh man. Today in this video, I don't know what I did, but
It'll be all in my face.
stay tuned. So what I'm gonna do before I actually start cutting is I'm gonna pick the hair out. I wanna untangle those curls. That way I give it a nice shape, as well as, you know, figure out how long that hair is so I could blend into the hair. So right now I'm just picking it out, making sure everything is stretched out to its maximum potential, and then I'll move on to my next step. So after picking it out, I realized that there's no way that I could blend the taper into the hair. So I'm just gonna put in my duct clips just to pin things up, get everything out of the way, and then, you know, comb the hair down, get everything laid down in place. Then I'm gonna set in my first guideline. So the first guideline I'm gonna set in is the bald line using my Andy Slimline Pro LIs, and I'm gonna be setting it in a rainbow like shape. I'm not gonna go too high, but I'm just gonna stay right above my client's ear. So the next step you want to take is the lever open. I'm using my Wahl 1919-100 anniversary clippers. Wahl actually sent me these clippers. Shout out to Wahl for sending me these. But right now I'm using my corners as much as possible, and I'm staying in that same rainbow-like shape that I created with my bald line. Now the same thing with the one guard open. I'm just going up about 1 inch. This time I'm not really using the corners like I did in that smaller area when I was setting my guidelines in. I'm kind of using the full blade because I want to get as much area as possible. I'm using my comb to feed the hair into the blade. That way, you know, you can set a guideline in, and you know how far you actually went up. So that's all I'm doing right now. Same thing with the 2-guard open. I'm just knocking off some bulk at the top. I'm kind of flicking out, doing in that C motion. So normally I don't use the 3-guard open. I just go in with clipper over comb after I use the 2, but in this case my duct clips are in the way, so I'm just gonna run that 3-guard open up, clearing out some of the bulk. So some textures can be tricky, so sometimes you got to go back with that whatever guard that you used before. For instance, right now I'm using my 1-guard open, and I'm just going and attacking that area between the 1 and the 2. Now putting on the 0-guard close in a flick out motion. Flick out that middle line. Keep in mind to use your corners as much as possible when you're doing this flick out motion. Now, a lot of you guys are asking about the guards that I'm using on this clipper. These are modified, so you got to get them custom made to fit these clippers. You can't just go out and buy them regularly. Now with the lever closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. Remember to start below the line, flick to the line, and if you have to adjust your lever, and if you're going up into that lever open area, please adjust your lever if you have to. Don't just stay at that lever closed the whole entire time. You know what I mean? Adjust your lever as you go up. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of bulk at the top, which is not coming out with the 3-guard open. You know what I mean? So right now I'm just gonna do some scissor over comb using my thinning shears and just lighten that area up. Now after you're done with that, you either want to take a second to look away from the blend or look in your rear view mirror. You know what I mean? Because the mirror do not lie, and do some detail work, especially when you look in that mirror. You could you know, point at the flaws in your blend and just go back and attack them. When you rest your eyes, you're giving your eyes a break, a reset, basically, to just come back in and clean up your work, man. This is all taking that extra step, going that extra mile to perfect your craft and just to make that client feel like you're putting in that extra work. Alright, so I already showed you guys the steps that you need to do on the other side, and this side is no different. So just repeat the step on this side. Alright, so right now I'm going to use my shears and I'm going to lightly go around my client's head, basically just shaping up his afro. He doesn't really want anything cut off the top, so I'm just going to lightly go around and trim. So my client doesn't want a taper in the back, he just wants to line up in the back. So right now I'm using my balders and just clearing out that bulk at the bottom, kind of clearing it out, shaping it up to reveal the lineup. So when I do put in that line, you won't have any hairs hanging over, basically just covering up the lineup. So I'm just clearing out the bulk so it could be revealed. So I'm gonna pin my client's hair up with some duct clips and basically cut down some of his front line. So I'm gonna just cut down my client's hair using the 1-guard open. It's a 1.5. Just gonna go with the grain, making sure I stick that comb in there, getting the hair out the way that I don't want to be cut, and just running that clipper down towards his forehead and just, you know, getting all that excess bulk off. So right here at this very corner, as you guys can see, there's a lot of bulk right there by his lineup area. So I'm just gonna pin the hair up and just attack that with some thinning shears just to lighten that area up. Alright, so right now I'm just going to take out the duct clips. I'm going to saturate my client's hair with water, and then I'm going to put this product called Johnny B Mold in my client's hair. It's a perfect curling product, and I'm just going to blow dry in style, and you know, just so the hair could shrink. This is the cut, and if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the beat, make sure you go out and check out Hustle Dreams Productions. His YouTube channel will be in the link in the description below as well. If you guys want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, that will be in the link in the description below as well. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here. Chit!